How's it going, everyone? Josh with Stabil FIT Life, and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to talk about chains. So, what is a chain? A chain is a series of compound exercises performed sequentially in which each exercise is performed once before the sequence is started again. So, remember in our last video, we talked about complexes. Well, ideally, it's going to be the same setup. However, how you do those exercises is going to change just a little bit. So, we think of, again, we can still do dumbbells, kettlebells, barbell. So let's take a complex that we did in the last video. So let's do our deadlift, bent over row. And then let's do a clean here. All right. So with our complex, you're doing 3 rounds of each exercise. So 3 deadlifts before you go into your 3 barbell or bent over rows, and then before you go into your 3 hand cleans. So with the chain, is going to be 1 of each. All right. So I believe our first complex was 4 rounds, right? So, we'll do this, let's say we'll do this 4 times. So you're going to do 1 deadlift, 1 bent over row, 1 clean. Do it again. 1 deadlift, 1 bent over row, 1 clean. Do it again. 1 deadlift, 1 bent over row, 1 clean. Do it again for 4 times. And then you rest for 2 minutes. All right, so that's the difference between a chain and the complex. The complex, you're performing each exercise before moving on to the next one. The chain is you're performing one exercise after the other and then doing that same order again, depending on the number here. All right, so I like chains because the complexes, it's more of a strength training component, being explosive. Those type 2 muscle fibers are really working. The chain, now we're going to that strength endurance, mainly cardiovascular endurance, all right? Because it's non-stop. So how you can make these 2 work together is going to depend on how you feel. All right, I like using these in between complexes, especially if you're going heavy. But if you're doing a heavy, medium, light, which we talked about in the previous video, you may not have the opportunity to go really heavy here. This could just be like a weekend burnout session for you, right? But again, it depends on how your schedule looks, all right? But I like chains to just sprinkle on in there to kind of give you that rest recovery or that cardiovascular hit that everybody tends to look for. But again, you can go through dumbbells, kettlebells, barbells, depending on what you have. But this is another variation, especially if you want to just switch it up. If you're getting bored with your exercises, this will change it up a little bit. And again, there's not a lot of work that goes into it. If you want to do kettlebells, you can do a swing, you can do a clean, you can do a squat, right? 1 of each. Spell clean wrong there. 1 of each. Right, and you can do this 5 times, all right, for 5 rounds, or maybe even 10 rounds, right? It really depends on how you feel. And you rest 2 minutes after each. All right, same thing with barbell. You can do the deadlift, right? You go into a clean. You can go into a push press, and then you finish off with a squat. 1 of each for 3 rounds, or 3 times. Rest for 2 minutes. And so if you're looking at these ranges, this could be a medium day, this could be a heavy day, and this could be a light day, or vice versa. You can use this, since it's lower rounds, we can make this our heavy. We can make this our medium. We can make this our light. And it can be the same variation. Doesn't matter. Depends on what you have, how you're feeling, what you want to do. All right, non-stop moving. And again, I love complexes and chains because again, you get in and you get out. And if you stay consistent, with your training, it doesn't matter what you do, you're gonna see some type of result. But if you want certain things to pop out, like your chest, your glutes, your arms, your calves, you gotta spend more time with them. At least hit them 2 or 3 times a week, depending on how much time you have, of course, depending on how you're feeling. All right. But if you have any questions about what we went over with the chain, if I confused you, please put your questions in the comment section. We'll go over it. We'll help get your question answered. And you also help this channel grow. So, have a great day today. Again, pick your poison. Do something for you, especially if you're short on time. Complexes and chains, I feel good. Good for anybody. Doesn't matter where you're at or training. All right? So have a stable, fit life. Have a great day today, and I'll see you in the next video.